Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're popping into this one. This one is what's it like being black in Japan. So send out a lot of love. Take destiny in your own hands. Let's hop in. Shout out to TAKASHii from Japan. This is his video. If you want me to take me down, brother, I don't mind. Let's go.
What's it like living in Japan as a black person?
Okay. First of all,
honestly, it is what it is. Like, me being black in Japan.
If we were like a bunch of white dudes walking around, maybe we'll get
any black person out there who's watching.
Oh, he did that nice. He's cutting these, and it's really grabbing you. It's making you want to watch this.
Your channel and wants to come here. I don't think there's any reason to worry.
Oh.
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Takashi from Japan. Today I'm going to interview black people in Japan. What's it like being black?
So for me, a little thing that I'll add on to this. Okay, wait. Yeah, I had to reset on what I was thinking about what I was gonna say. Actually, I'll probably save it a little bit later.
In Japan, and then I got many comments asking black people what's it like living in Japan, something like that. So I decided to make a video this topic. Okay, let's find out today. On my channel, I interview Japanese.
I'm gonna speed it up. For those of you who don't know, I watch like that. So if that bothers you, you gotta dip now.
People and foreigners in Japan, so it's the best channel for anyone who want to come to Japan without traveling or living, and you can also learn Japanese here. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel, and on my Instagram I show my daily life in Tokyo and share information about Japan. So if you haven't followed yet, please follow it too. Okay, let's get started. Okay, thank you for your help. Where you from?
I'm from America.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How long have you been in Japan?
This will be my 6th year in Japan.
6th year, wow.
Oh, 6 years.
6 years.
Oh, long,
Yeah.
long. Can I ask what you do?
It's funny that I get recommended this video now because me and one of my cousins was actually talking about her sister planning on going to Japan, so it's just funny.
So I teach middle school and high school kids, not conversation English, but like academic English and academic writing and stuff like that.
Okay. So you're from America. So you're black American. What's it like? What's it like living in Japan as a black American? You have any opinion?
I have many opinions. When I first moved here, I felt like a spectacle. I felt like a lot of people were looking at me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say that in the beginning, kind of when I paused, was I was gonna add to that. I see that from a lot of videos, but it's just I forgot what it was in general, what thing it was, but they look like almost like it's a rare sight kind of thing. But that, I feel like that really shouldn't bother. Yeah, see how it could bother people, but.
Yeah, I just felt like a
I
lot
mean, you
of people
get
were looking
that
at me, but
here.
now that I've lived here for so long, it just feels like where I would live anywhere else, people are just going to look because they have this notion of black people. So there's always like, oh, well, can she do this? Or can she speak Japanese? Or stuff like that. So, like, honestly, it is what it is. Like, me being black in Japan wouldn't be any different from me being black in, like, Europe or China or anything, to me personally, because I just think that people are going to look anyway. They're going to make assumptions about me anyway. So, I mean, you might as well give them a show.
Okay. I want to ask you this question.
That was dope.
Okay.
In Tokyo, young Japanese people, they do, their hair like dread.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think it's... Yeah, what do you think? Yeah.
Some people say like, oh, it's appropriation. and
I
other
was
people
just about
like,
to say that. I was thinking that in my head. I was like, hey, man, because, man, I don't know if it's just me being simpler. I just say rock whatever you want to rock. It don't really matter at this point. But we got to get to this point where we agree that we're all human, regardless of the hairstyles, culture, whatever. It's like we need to all find that common ground. And I feel like that common ground is letting go of a lot of that. And fucking loving when someone else wants to adopt things that are from specific groups of people. But
oh no, it's
let's see
appreciation.
what she says, though.
I personally don't like it, but I can't make anybody do anything. So I'll just sit and look and mind my business.
Last question, do you speak Japanese?
もちろん。住んでるから。
住んでる。
はい。住んでるから話せる。
でも住んでる人でも話せない人いっぱいいるじゃないですか。
There are many people who can't, yeah.
良くないと思うよ、それは。
よくないから。Anybody. If you live here for longer than 3 years, I personally think that you should learn more
Oh, you
Japanese.
should, yeah.
Don't be that 25-year-old. They're like, I don't know any Japanese, and you live here for like 50 years. And like, I'll never learn. Like, that's stupid. I think that's stupid.
Okay, yeah, I can see that too. I think it's just cool and respectful to the natives there that you learn their language. But where was it? Oh, I was gonna say something funny, but you know what? I think I'll leave it alone. Yeah. I think I'll leave it alone.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your help.
No problem.
Where from?
I'm from I'm from right outside DC.
How long have you been in Japan?
I've been in Japan since 2016.
2016.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, yeah.
What do you do?
Oh, I am an English teacher. I work with little kids and I teach them English. But forget all that. I'm a rapper. I'm a recording artist, a singer, whatever you want to call it. I go by Jay the Protagonist. You know, all platforms, Spotify, iTunes, everything like that.
You know what? If he's gonna do that, let's see if this is real. I believe it. Let me see what he's got going on. Okay. Stop playing. Jay the Protagonist. Okay. Jay the Protagonist.
So I'd like to ask you about life in Japan. As a black person,
Uh-huh.
how do Japanese people see black people?
Keep it up,
What
brother.
do you think?
Well, when it comes to stuff like that, my perception, I don't really know how they see me. You know, that's a very good question. No, I've never actually asked a Japanese adult how they see me or something like that, and no one's ever really told me either. So it's.
I feel like no, I'll just keep going.
But I do imagine a lot of people when they hear the word foreigner, they might think of a white person. Generally, you know.
Yeah, that's-
generally.
yeah.
Like usually when they're like hiring for a job or something like that, and they want like hire a foreigner, you know, in their mind they want like a white guy. You know what I'm saying? They're not usually not picturing like a black guy or something like that. You know, when they foreign and a white person, they're like synonymous. You know what I'm saying? They're like interchangeable.
That's true.
Yeah, but like I said, all my friends and like all my homies were like rappers and artists. So usually when we go someplace like together or like in a group, we're performing, right? So we get a lot of love and we get a lot of support. You know, hip hop is very popular. You know, it's global. You know what I'm saying? So no matter where we go, what we do, you know, we get love. So it's been mostly positive. You know, like I said, I think if we were like a bunch of white dudes walking around, maybe we'll be treated a little better, but we're not exactly treated bad. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
I see. Like hip hop.
You hate to think that's the case, or you hate to think that that's true. But yeah, can't speak. Never been in Japan, but I would just never perceive it like that. But hey,
In general, it's trending in Japan.
Yeah.
And many, guys, Japanese guys, they listen hip hop and then, they getting know about, black culture,
Right,
including
right.
hip hops,
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a cultural thing. In America, actually, they like black people as a culture.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily like us as a people. When it comes to embracing us as people, who we actually are, we got a lot of work. It's kind of the same here, but I'd imagine there's not as many black folks here in Japan as there are white folks. We just need a few more of us out here just to, show what our actual culture and our actual way of living is like, But we all people, we all the same, you know what I'm saying? So it's not really
Yeah.
much of a difference. Yeah, everywhere.
Okay. Last question. Do you speak Japanese?
My Japanese is very low. Actually with my job, we're encouraged to only speak English. Most of the Japanese I learn is from my students. So when I speak to an adult, I got to be very careful of what I'm saying to make sure it doesn't sound like stupid or silly or cute or something like that, So it's tough,
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Thank you
No
so
problem,
much.
man.
Really appreciate
Thank you
it.
for having me.
Thank you for your help. Where you from?
I'm from Kenya.
I wonder if the girl in the beginning would think he was stupid. He's been there since 2016. You see what I mean? Sometimes I feel like it's too easy to just write that off as like someone being stupid and like think more about their situation, unless they are, like she said, saying that they say like they can't learn or they won't learn or something like that. But based, I don't want to base too much, but it's just funny. I wonder what the conversation would be if just they were both together when he was there, and see what he said. She'd probably ask him right away, like, oh, why don't you know more Japanese? But I
also
kind of want
Kenya.
to see what that would be like.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How long have you been in Japan?
Because, I just thought it was funny how he said back in America, they like the culture, but not necessarily the people. And I would say growing up, I grew up around a lot of different people from where I'm from. So it's like, I just sometimes don't see that as being true. I really don't. I see it as like, it's pretty accepting over here. Could be worse in some parts, whatever. But just whatever from most, like, the people are like usually shocked when I say this, but truth is, me growing up, a lot of the problems I've had have been with people of my own color, because that's how they program you here, a lot of these big ass shootouts in certain cities and stuff like that. This is an age old conversation that I don't have any, like I never even had anymore, but I like to bring it to a video now because it makes me reflect, and it's really like, yo, I grew up literally programmed to, from like, you know, whatever. It's weird the dynamic of my family being half Italian and half a Native American. It's really weird, man. But it's just like, I grew up looking at like, oof, I don't even know if I want to say this in the video. This would be top vulnerable. I'm usually vulnerable, but it'd be top. I'm not gonna like. I grew up having a bad taste for other black people because of what maybe I chose to experience when I came down here on Earth. Like literally, I found family in so many. Like I had Laotian friends, Ukrainian friends, Russian friends, like regular. You know, you got white everywhere. But dude, I barely really had black friends because they would all act like just without manners, regardless of stereotypes, just without manners. Like, I've always had problems with other black people. It was annoying as hell, bro. But as I got older, that changed, but it lasted for pretty long. So, and that in the beginning made me think of why. I wonder, like, I was thinking of that dynamic. Would he say he was stupid because, like, or would she ignore it because he's black? I don't know. That's kind of the thing I was doing, but it's interesting
Right
where
now,
the imagination runs.
about 2 months, but I have been here before. In 2020, I was here for like 9 months, and then now I'm back. It's been 2 months.
But anyways, finishing on what he was saying, I don't think here they have work. I would say if he's about community, our own people have work of not going at each other, because that's what they're programmed to do here. Like, especially, I say this, and I'm honestly just about to be real about it, especially the black people who end up going to college, bro, they will turn. They are like programmed, like literally programmed to hate other black people. It's insane. It's insane the type of brainwashing that goes on. But yeah.
It's been 2 months. So in total, almost a year?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, I've been here, I think in total, this is my 5th year.
Like, what's it like
Okay, I
being
was ready to
African
see their
in Japan?
response.
Like, what's it like being a black in Japan? Do you have any opinion on that, first of all?
It's definitely a bit different for us being black compared to like the white people, but then it's not bad. I'd say
Okay,
my
they said
personal
the
experience.
same thing.
You'd get a few stares sometimes, but mostly no one cares. So that's good.
I haven't had any negative experiences in terms of my racial identity.
Okay, that's good.
Because in my opinion, Japanese are very welcoming, and even the stares that you get, it's not malicious. It's people are just curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you look at it in that way, because if it's not something you see every day, so when you see someone different, of course you're going to be curious. So it's
Yeah.
not something
See?
malicious, and
Yeah.
people are friendly. There have been so many cases
See,
where
and everyone is allowed their own perspective. But see, this is what I like. I feel like more people need to adopt a view like this than her in the beginning. It's like the staring. I see how it could bother someone, but it's not bad. It's like people are curious.
I've been helped
So many
by
times.
so many times.
Uh-huh.
I've been helped by strangers, by Japanese, and I think that is something that I'm really grateful for. And the country itself, the systems, they have systems in place to help foreigners. Yeah, so any black person out there who's watching your channel and wants to come here, I don't think there's any reason to worry.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because Japan is very welcoming, in my opinion.
Nice.
Yeah.
Next question. When Japanese people refer the word foreigners, it's usually like European or American, like Western people, or maybe Asian, like Chinese or Koreans. When I ask Japanese people about black people or African people, from my perspective, they don't have much like knowledge. They don't have much experience to seeing them. What do you think?
Yeah, that's a good question. But at the same time, I feel like, just as she said, this is not something, or these are not people they see so many of. Because even when you walk through a station, you might see maybe just one other black person apart from you. So if they haven't seen as many black people, they don't know what to expect. And so I'm not so sure, but I'd love to ask a Japanese person what they think.
You're not too.
So we need to differentiate between the blacks also. So
Yeah, true.
yeah, because there's black African and there's black American. This
Yeah.
is just my opinion, my view. I think a lot of Japanese have more experience with black Americans and they can sort of identify more with them because of the media, you know, they
Yeah.
consume their movies, the movies, the music from black American, right? But not black African. And if you tell them you're from Africa, I think the first thing that comes to their mind is the national parks, the animals,
The parks, true.
the parks. And that's what Africa is best known for. That's what Kenya is.
Not just for Japanese people, right?
Even to other
just for,
Africans.
even to other tourists, even to other white people, to other foreigners I meet who are not Africans. Probably, I think if we need to change the perception, the Japanese perception towards black Africans, we need to put ourselves, our culture, our
Out there, yeah,
our
you would
normal
have to,
life
yeah.
in, out there, not just the
The
tourist.
tourist side of it.
Yeah,
Actual life.
actual life.
True.
Last question. Do you speak Japanese?
Shoot, if you wanted to do that, if like they wanted to do that, that would get a lot of attention. That'd
No.
be probably good.
Maybe ask me this question in like 1 year, and the answer will be yes. I speak Japanese.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Oh, they don't. Okay.
Thank you for your help. Where from?
I'm from Jamaica.
Nice to meet you.
よろしくお願いします
Jamaica. What brought you to Japan?
Well, it's funny.
for-
It's funny. I was just watching the black guy from Jamaica who was speaking Japanese yesterday. It's funny. This just all lines up.
First, I took a flight from. I'm kidding. I actually wanted to escape Jamaica, and I wanted to expand my worldview, so to speak.
How long have you been in Japan?
A long time, like over 10 years.
Over 10 years.
Does
What's
he
it
speak
like
Japanese?
living in Japan as a black person?
Okay. First of all, a lot of times I forget what color I am because Japanese people are not outwardly racist, thank God. And so I often forget what color I am. But in any case, I've had many more positive experiences. In fact, Japanese people give me more positive qualities or more superstar qualities than I have. Like they think I can definitely play basketball, or they think I'm probably a good singer.
They stereotype him in a positive way. I love that. Ooh, 11:44. But what was I trying to think of? Got lost in thought there. If that's the case and they're not outwardly, well, he said outwardly racist, that's good to not even perceive beforehand or just presume that they are. I think that's good, like great.
Or they
So
think
it's just sounding like they're just straight up welcoming.
I am somehow athletically blessed or something.
Yeah, that's kind of like
Positive stereotype.
positive stereotype
Positive
Japanese have
stereotype,
towards black people, right?
Yeah, and that's good. The more you interact with Japanese people and you enter their social circle, the more they treat you like one of them. There are certain
Yeah.
social rules that you have to accept. Japanese society is based on a lot of social rules. And even a Japanese person
Yeah,
who
I've
doesn't
seen that.
behave in the way that is expected, even they will be rejected. I believe there is a saying that the nail that sticks up gets hammered down. So the best thing you can do in Japan is try not to stand out in a bad way. And
Oh
if you just
yeah,
behave like
I
Japanese
remember
people,
that from the
then
other
you'll be
video.
accepted. But
Another
not
video
like
got
you're
recommended.
mimicking them, because that's
different.
a
That's
totally different thing. Accepting the unspoken social rules. So things like taking off your shoes before you go inside, things like wearing a mask if you have a cold, don't talk loudly on the train, for the love of God. I'm the only foreigner who lives in my apartment complex, and I wondered why they accepted me. I remember back when I was signing a contract with a real estate agency, I heard her saying on the phone to the owner, "Takedo daijoubu desu. Nihonjin poi dakara daijoubu desu."
Oh.
And then I was wondering, Nihonjin poi, is it me, my face, or what? But then
Your
I realized,
behavior, right?
yeah. Japanese people accept if you behave just like them, but in fact you're a guest in the country, so you should behave better.
Last question. Do you speak Japanese?
少しですね、日本語、
どうやって日本語を学びました？
デートとか、
デート。
デート、
デート。Oh, thank you so much.
my pleasure.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
thank
that's
you for
cool.
watching so far. How was it? That was interesting. I'm also planning to interview Latino people, asking them like what it like being Latin in Japan, like as I did asking like Asian people.
Yeah, there it
if
is.
you are from Latin country, can you like give me some question idea that I can interview? I can ask them. Okay, anyway, thank you for watching. If you like this video, click like button. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any question that you want me to ask people in Japan, please leave a comment too. See you next time.
That was pretty cool. It literally seems like anywhere else, like low key, if like, being serious. it's sometimes being better. Gosh, I'm losing brain cells, man. I didn't sleep till like 3 a.m. yesterday. It's better being black anywhere else than America, but it's, to be fair, it's not that bad in America right now. I think everybody's realizing that we're all one because of the stuff that's going on. But anyway, I never had a bad experience really living here, like growing up bad. And also, I don't really look at bad experiences as bad. I look at them all as lessons. And nothing that I faced as even bad. And a lot of people who I faced that were like either, whether it be old school racist or just racist, completely changed their mind. Like, so I don't know if I'm just a beacon of light, but I just stop believing that everyone I'm gonna meet is racist or stuff like that. But it does, if you're looking at how things look, it does look like so many other countries love seeing black people rather than America. I would say that. But all right, much love, Moonlight. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, and shout out to TAKASHii again. I'm out. Peace.